And tonight at 10, snow falling in the Sierra causing headaches for homeowners and travelers. But a major development, Highway 50 just reopened tonight, the only major route into and out of Tahoe. Right now, it is open.
And this is a live look at Myers in El Dorado County. Caltrans reopening the highway from Point View to Myers about 8:45 tonight. And you can see just one car there going in one direction. So not seeing a whole lot of traffic at this hour, but we still see those snow covered roads. So just because it's reopened doesn't mean that traffic is going to go back to full capacity. It's going to be still a slow trek as you move through that area. We do want to tell you, though, that I-80 remains closed. Crews aren't just having to clear the snow from the roads. There's also this problem. California Highway Patrol sent us this video. Officers say hundreds of trees have fallen on the road. And here's a live look at Donner Summit from the Caltrans camera, and you can see the snow banks on the sides of the roads there. And there is some snow on the pavement, but looks like some plows going through the area. That's really what we've seen a lot of today. And portions of other roads heading out of the Tahoe area are also closed due to snow.
And that includes Highway 70, 88, and 89. There are a lot of tourists in South Lake Tahoe right now who were planning to be home by now after spending Christmas in the mountains. Even with 50 now open, drivers will have to decide if they want to leave now or maybe just stick it out until morning.
And you can see several cars parked at a Chevron parking lot in Myers. Most of them were planning on spending the night in their cars tonight, but now that Highway 50 has reopened, they can get back on the road. And homeowners were out this afternoon trying to clear some of that snow that had fallen. You can see just how much is on the ground there. The snow piled up on cars, roofs, driveways, everything just completely covered there.
We have team coverage on the impacts from this storm. KCRA 3's Brittany Hope is in Placerville for us tonight. She shows us how people are dealing with those power outages.
But first, we want to get to Chief Meteorologist Mark Finan. Mark, the snow has tapered off now, but what's it looking like?
Yeah, it is a pretty cold night, but the only thing we have left on Doppler is a few snow showers. We are done with the big accumulating snow, and probably a good indication of that is the opening of Highway 50 that just happened within the last hour. But even though the snow is tapered off and the storm's really kind of moving on out of the area, we are left with the power outages, and even at this hour, we have thousands without power in the foothills. In Nevada County, still 28,000 customers without power. A lot of those are in the Grass Valley, Nevada City area and along Highway 20. That's down from over 30,000, but yeah, 28,000 in Nevada County. In Placer County, about 10,000. El Dorado County down from 27,000 earlier today down to 22,059. Still, that's a lot of customers. In Amador County, 8,800. In Calaveras County, 9,800. And in Tuolumne County, we currently have about 5,500 customers. If you just total those 5 counties, those 6 counties, what you'll find is about 89,000 people without power. That's down from a little over 93 earlier today. Back to you.
Mark, thank you. Taking a look at Pollock Pines tonight, and this was the drive around the Pony Express Trail. You can see lots of low-hanging power lines that appear to be way down by all of that snow.
KCRA 3's Brittany Hope joining us live right now. She's in Placerville tonight, where people in El Dorado County are dealing with power outages and the snow. And although we see some lights on behind you, do we know how many are in the dark right now, Brittany?
Yeah, that's right. So just as Mark said, we did get that update from PG&E, and it's a little more than 22,000 right now. That's still a lot of people. I do want you to see, though, behind me, just as Golston just said, the lights are on here in historic Placerville for most of the road here, but we did drive down the road a bit earlier tonight, and I do have to tell you it was completely in the dark, where a lot more of the chain restaurants are there down the road. That was also the same case tonight in Pollock Pines as well. Snow plows hard at work in El Dorado County. Those not able to leave Pollock Pines are coming here. The Shell gas station, gathering supplies for a night without power in below freezing temperatures. A vital tool for warmth is propane.
We live right down the street, and we just walk in here for propane. We started at Chevron, but they were out, so we walked down here.
Walk through feet of snow and ice for 10-15 minutes with a tank in tow.
I ratchet strapped it down to each one of the bindings so it's sturdy, and just tied this around my waist and just walked with it.
Luckily, they met this man in the propane line who's now now driving them home.
People are out here. We're all trying to survive and do what we got to do. You don't want to make it any harder on anybody else, right?
The group headed to their homes that look a lot like this. See this driveway left in the dark? Walt Savage's home has been stuck without power since 7 this morning behind this wall of snow. On the outside, he's taking matters into his own hands with his snow blower, and on the inside,
oh yeah, I got a generator going. You live up here, you gotta have a generator now.
for those who do not or are stocking up, many are parked in this dark Safeway parking lot tonight. Luckily, the market is open. Others are spending the night back at the Shell.
Sadly, this is my bed, but I prepared for cold weather. So I have my down sleeping bag. I've got long underwear on.
28 hours in your van here.
Yeah.
Trucks trying to leave, having issues even getting out of the driveway and on the roads.
So he was stuck for a while. Top of his driveway, plow knocks all the snow in, turns to ice. He needed help.
This man and his son spent the day in their four-wheeler towing people who needed help and feeding those in local hotels who didn't have power.
Oh, I got milk.
A snapshot of this local gas station showing what can happen when community comes together.
If you can do something, do it. And that's probably the best advice for anybody that's coming up here. Be prepared to help your neighbor, because that's what it takes to live up here.
Yeah, that is good advice for sure. Of course, you know, the question so many of you are asking us on KCRA is, when will my power be back on? It's just freezing out here. So for those who don't have generators, it is going to be a tough night. Unfortunately, PG&E says they don't really have an update on that. At this point, it's been a challenge for them to even get to their equipment to assess all of that damage. So as of tonight, we don't have an exact timeline as to when the power for thousands will be turned back on. We're live in Placerville. Brittany Hope, KCRA 3 News.
Brittany, thank you so much. The power is also out to thousands in Grass Valley tonight. Downed power lines and trees on the road forced the closure of Highway 49 and Lime Kiln Road. Several crews were working to remove those trees, and we also saw some people who were stuck on the side of the road. We spoke to PG&E about the process of restoring power to tens of thousands of customers.
Right now, the challenge that we're really experiencing is access issues. We have road closures, we have trees down, we have wires down, and we're having trouble getting access to the areas where we need to make assessments and make repairs.
We actually end up digging 2 cars out, which is the other reason I'm out here. 2 people end up getting stuck over here and on the side as well.
And as Brittany just mentioned, PG&E does not have an estimated time of restoring power.
Well, there are dangerous conditions along Highway 89, and one viewer, Alexandra Otzel, sent us some video this morning after an avalanche happened. Placer County deputies say that this was a minor one and no one was hurt. And you can see them checking for any lost items there beneath the snow. Deputies sent us this picture as crews worked to clear some of the snow from the road. But as you can see, even as they were working, more snow was coming down at the time. And in Pollock Pines today, people woke up to this blanket of snow. Businesses spent the day digging out. Locals think they may have gotten another 36 inches of snow there on the ground, making the roadways just tough to drive on.
People playing in the road, putting tire chains on in the middle of the road. It's just really dangerous. You shouldn't be in the middle of the road playing or putting on tire chains.
Yeah, just crowding it for everyone there. Well, before the roads reopened, Pollock Pines was the end of the road today for people heading up Highway 50. But again, it is open now, but not then. Conditions were so bad at the time, that's where Caltrans was forced to close the road.
Just a reminder, with the road closures tonight, Highway Patrol says people are trying to take other back roads to get out of the Sierra. Officers say those roads are not designed for winter travel. Although your GPS may say it's clear, CHP says it's more likely your car will get stuck. They advise only using open roads when you head out of town.
Well, we have this new tonight. With a growing amount of water in Folsom Lake, now water is about to be released from the Folsom Dam. The Sacramento County Office of Emergency Services announcing at midnight tonight that they'll release more water to manage the storage there at Folsom Lake.
And Chief Meteorologist Mark Finan back with us now with more on tonight's release.
Well, yeah, this will catch a lot of people off guard because throughout the summer and the fall, we were talking about how low Folsom is. But now the water's been coming up so nicely that they have to start letting some of that water out. Let me explain. As of tonight, the level stands at 424 feet above sea level. The top of the reservoir is around 465. But the maximum they like to have at this time of year is around 425. So we're getting really close to that. So they're going to start releasing some water. Not too much, about 1,700 CFS. That really isn't all that much. And they won't be using those upper spill gates that you just saw. They'll be using some of the lower ones. But what they need this level for at this time of year is because we have to prepare for more storms. We have all that runoff from the snow coming. So they need this buffer space. They can't just let it fill to the rim. So you will start seeing some water come down the American River. It won't be all that much, but downstream, down at Nimbus, you will start to see maybe one or two of those gates open when you travel over Hazel on the next couple of days. You may see a little extra water coming down. But I know it'll confuse a lot of people letting water out of Folsom after it's been so low, but it's all part of our flood management in the Sacramento County area. Back to you.